The world doesn't stop for anyone, not for your pain, not for your feelings, not for your failures. While you're curled up trying to breathe, the world keeps turning. The people keep moving, the bills keep rolling, the time keeps ticking. It doesn't mean you should be afraid, it means you should wait until you feel ready. It won't stop until you're sure that you're healed or motivated. It's happening now, and if you don't move, you're already behind. You think you have time, you don't. You think you'll start tomorrow, you won't, because tomorrow is a lie that comfort whispers while it kills your ambition. It's a lie you tell yourself to avoid the truth in the mirror. The dreams you keep putting off die behind your excuses. Every day you wait is a day you'll never get back, while you plan and procrastinate. Someone else is already working on you, someone hungrier, someone who's willing to bleed for the life you only dream of. The world is not kind to hesitation. It rewards little. It rewards the recalcitrant, the ones who come with sore bones, who scrape them. Fear that prayed without applause. Success doesn't belong to the lucky ones, it belongs to the consistent, silent warriors who do the work that no one sees. People will tell you to rest first so you can heal, but time doesn't slow down just because your heart is broken. Life won't be easy for you. 'Cause you're tired, the clock keeps ticking. So why aren't you moving? Why are you sitting there hoping that life will get easier? It won't happen, and the moment you accept it, everything can change. Use it to your advantage. Fear. Face the anger, channel it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, it doesn't exist. There's only now, this second. Start moving, even in the dark, even in the silence, even when it hurts. 'Cause if you don't, one day, you'll blink and a decade will disappear like a dream that you never chased. No one will come to save you, no one will come to remind you of who you could be. This is your job, every day. Especially on the hard days, unmotivated, exhausted, you want to change. Stop making excuses for laziness. Become ruthless with your mind. When excuses come, kill them with action. You don't have to feel like you have to do it, you just have to do it, because the world doesn't care how much potential you have, it only responds to what you do. The results of repetition, of discipline. Here's the formula: worship it or stay put. No shortcuts, no secrets, just uncomfortable consistency. Wake up early, tired of work. Focus when the distractions keep coming, when nothing seems to be working. Just like winners are born from the daily grind, especially when no one is watching. That's when it matters most, when it's just you and the weight of who you're becoming. This is the moment. In the silence you sacrifice while the world sleeps. You toil, you build, you push. That's the difference between those who rise and those who are always surprised. You need to embrace the pain. Most people don't. They spend their lives running from discomfort, dodging work, avoiding everything that hurts. But here's the truth: pain is the price you pay for everything you want. Success isn't handed to you, it's earned in the moments when it hurts the most. If you can't get past the pain, you'll never see the other side. The world doesn't wait for you to doubt it. Keep spinning while you hesitate, and every second you waste wondering if it's worth it. Someone else is bleeding for the same dream. They're skipping all-night parties, ignoring comfort, 'cause they want it more than they want to breathe. That's what you need. Stop telling yourself you're tired just like everyone else. You think people ruin everything, full of energy and motivation every day. It's not true. They just move anyway. They show up sick, they're stressed, they seem afraid. You don't need perfect energy, you need a higher standard, one where excuses can't exist. Stop asking your feelings for permission. They're lying. They'll say, "Go away." That voice is not your friend, it's your enemy, and there's only one way to silence it. Move on. Let's talk about loneliness, 'cause the pursuit of greatness is lonely. When you start growing, don't expect applause, expect silence, expect distance. People will back off. Not everyone is meant to walk with you, not everyone can handle your hunger, and that's okay. Let them go, let the silence fall, and then get to work. 'Cause in that silence there's no one to lean on. That's when you realize who you really are. That's when you stop doing and start becoming. Don't wait for clarity or certainty, they don't come first, they come later. You learn by doing, you grow by failing. Move on. Clarity comes after, as you step into the unknown. Overthinking is where dreams go to die. That's where bold ideas sit and rot. You want to break free of the gray mass and then move. Move carelessly. Move scared. Move not knowing all the steps. You want peace, earn it. Confidence, build it. Success, work for it. Nothing real comes easy. And if it did, it wouldn't mean a thing. You think pride comes from the life you've been given? From comfort? Never. It comes from war. From crawling through fire and refusing to give in. From dragging yourself through chaos and still having the courage to say, "I'm not done yet." Contentment doesn't live in ease. It lives in the trenches, in repetition, in the lonely miles that no one sees, and when you feel like giving up, that's the signal. That's when most people give up. That's why they never win. They don't push through the boredom, through the pain, through the heaviness of it all. But you can. You can do another round. You can get up again. You can face the darkness and keep rocking, because you weren't made for the easy life. You were made to rise. Stop romanticizing routine and start respecting it. Routine isn't glamorous, it shouldn't be. It's monotony, it's discomfort, it's loneliness. It doesn't come with praise. It comes with silence, and doubt, and mornings when you dread getting out of bed. It's the same meals, the same repetitions, the same goal. When everyone and everything tells you to give up, it's because you made a promise to yourself. And if that promise doesn't mean anything, then nothing you create will last. Discipline is what separates the talkers from the doers. Those who say, "I'll try," from those who say, "Watch me." Life doesn't respond to what you feel, it responds to what you do. The world moves with you or without you. Keep up or you'll fall behind. It's not hard, it's just not easy, and the truth can sting, but it'll save you so much faster than comfort ever will. Too many people go through life like they're owed something, like success will knock uninvited, but wanting is nothing. Everyone wants. What matters is what you're willing to suffer for, cause pain is the price of progress. Winners, they don't run from it, they use it. Every loss, every failure, every sleepless night, they turn it into fuel. While most people complain that they're growing, you're not tired, you're underutilized. You don't need rest, you need a purpose. You're not lost, you're just ignoring your gut instinct. You already know what you should do, you always knew, but you run when the going gets tough. You give up when the going gets quiet, and that's the tragedy. It's not that you failed, it's that you never really tried, that you lived half your life and thought that was enough. Don't be that person. Don't waste not another day pretending like you have time. You're running out of time. Life moves fast and it doesn't slow you down. You either rise with it or you get stuck in your own patterns. The same routine, the same small talk, the same circles. You're not stuck, you're scared. You're gentle with yourself. You wait for motivation like it's going to be delivered by Amazon, but it's not coming. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe never. And here's why you still need to move, cause here's the truth nobody said. You don't have to be ready to change your life, you just have to start. Start before you're ready, before you're sure, before it makes sense. Cause action creates clarity, action defines who you are. You want to know the real you, look at what you do when no one's looking. Not you on Instagram, not you at dinner parties. You're a 4A, the one who gets up when no one's looking, the one who works when it's quiet. That's the real you, it's the foundation that everything else is built on. When you start moving in a different way, people notice, and not always in a good way. Some will back down. Some will criticize. Some will talk like they know the weight you're carrying. Let them go. They don't. Your struggle is a struggle with that voice in your head that says, take a day off. It's the doubt that creeps in when you're too tired to fight back. That's what the struggle is all about. It's not about proving you're right, that you can do it, that you don't have to fit in. You have to leave a mark. You don't succeed by being sloppy. You don't succeed by waiting for motivation to kick you out of bed. You succeed by making a real decision, one that doesn't have to be announced because it speaks through your actions every day. You stop chasing balance. You stop looking for shortcuts. You stop asking for permission to be great. You just go. You commit. And when the going gets tough, and it does, you stick with it. You double down. Because success isn't about feeling good. It's about feeling the weight and carrying it anyway. It's about walking through fear, not around it. It eliminates the option to give up. That's the difference. That's what makes the world pay attention. Not your words, but your suffering. And those who win don't talk about it. They do it quietly, consistently, relentlessly. You have to accept that you're the only one who sees it. Your vision, you have to be willing to look crazy to people who don't want it the way you do. Most won't understand it. Let them doubt, let them laugh, let them watch, because eventually they'll be forced to respect results they never believed in. But don't do it for them, do it for yourself. Let your purpose be, and when it seems too much, because he'll remember what you've been through, and the worst you've ever been through. You've been through days that should have broken you, pain that should have stopped you, but you're still here, still breathing, still able to turn back the clock. That's your proof. That's your edge. Even when life hits hard, you can hit harder. Maybe not cleanly, maybe not fast, but over and over again. And that's what counts. So stop writing yourself off. Stop waiting for the right season. This is your season. This is your chance. No one's coming to hand it to you. No one's going to put a crown on you. You have to take it. You have to earn it. You have to be the one who can look in the mirror and say, I gave it my all today. Not someday, not next week, today. One day you'll look back on this very moment and only one question will matter. Did you move or did you wait? This is the fork in the road. Every second that slips away is a second you could have used to move forward. And when you're older, when there's silence, when it's just you and your thoughts, you won't care if you showed up or missed the moment. You think you need more time. You don't. You need more courage. Less talking, more action, less planning, more doing. Time is not your problem. It's your test. It shows who's serious and who's pretending. Every day it asks, are you feeling better? Are you moving forward or are you getting distracted again? 'Cause the world keeps turning the call you never made, the door you never knocked on. You want more, act like it does, show like it does, sacrifice like it does. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is built on discipline, not dreams. You don't need another vision board, you need execution. You don't need to talk about your goals, you need to be so immersed in your work that no one has to ask what you're creating. Let your silence be loud, let your results speak for you, and stop expecting it to be fast. It won't, that's the point. If it were easy it wouldn't matter. You're gonna feel stuck, nothing seems to be working. You're gonna question everything. Keep going, cause in those moments when no one's applauding, when progress is invisible, when it's loud, you need to secretly earn your future long before the world sees it's you who's building. Win. Don't wait for perfect conditions, they build momentum, they become the pressure. They get up early, they keep going late when the world sleeps. They work hard, it's not a hype, it's a habit, not a movement of thought. The world doesn't stop. And it doesn't care how hard your day has been. So when you fall, get up faster. When you feel lost, take a step. When it's dark, be your own light. You don't need permission. You don't need applause. You need courage. And you have it. You just haven't used it enough. Look around you. Everything that moves, grows, builds, evolves, does so without caring how you feel. The sun doesn't rise based on your mood. The seasons don't wait for your permission. And the people who want it most are already halfway through their day while you're still deciding whether to start. It's true. Harsh, but fair. Life doesn't play favorites. It rewards action. And if you've been waiting for a sign, here it is. Move. You keep saying you want more, but you live your life as if time is endless. As if life is going to wait for you to figure it all out. It isn't. Life isn't patient. It moves with you or without you. Catch up or fall behind. Because if you don't do something, time will. You'll become a watered-down version of the person you were. Life doesn't stop because you're grieving. It doesn't stop because you're broke. It doesn't slow down because you're tired. The world doesn't care about hesitation. It moves on. And the only thing worse than failure is watching someone else succeed while you're still preparing. Every minute you waste in fear, someone else is doing the work you're avoiding. Someone else is rising, while you're still sleeping, to their own potential. And here's what no one tells you. You're going to lose people. Not because they're bad. Not because you're better. But because your hunger makes them uncomfortable. Your growth reminds them that they're still worthwhile. They won't say it, but they'll show it with their distant silence, their sideways glances. Let them drift, let them go. You weren't born to stay the same just to make everyone else feel good. This journey will cost you sacrifices of discipline, pain, and even heartbreak. But if you wait for things to be right before you go, well, you'll never leave. You'll stay trapped in the cycle. One foot in, one foot out, half committed, half doubting, but life is a slow death, so instead, bet on yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. Push like no one else is coming, because no one else is. It's not about followers or fame. It's about refusing to die a mediocrity. Refusing to be another name that almost made it. You were not created for mediocrity. You are the sum of every decision you make. If you want to be different, choose to be different. Take a step, and your future self will thank you. Show up when the going gets tough, especially when the going gets tough. That's what makes winners. They don't flinch from adversity. They don't escape the storm. They become the storm themselves. Remember this. Nothing in your life will change until you do. Not your job, not your body, not your peace of mind. You can blame the past, your parents, your city, your circumstances, but at some point you will have to take a pen and rewrite your story. The longer you wait, the more regrets you will feel. No one is coming to fix this. It is all up to you. This is your power. Embrace it. Stop looking for signs. You have already seen 1,000. How many more do you need? How much longer will you go before you decide that enough is enough? The fire you feel, the pain, the craving that is not accidental, it is a goal, and the goal does not haunt you, it is waiting to see if you are serious enough to pursue it. Most people do not want greatness, they want comfort, they want easy, fast, and cheap, but greatness has a price. It will cost you your comfort, your crowd, your old self. There's a price to pay, and you're gonna pay it daily, hourly, when it's cold, when you're tired, when everything is going wrong, that's when it matters. You say you're waiting for your moment, but your moment's been waiting for you. It's been standing there all along, while you've been stomping, spinning, hesitating, but the clock doesn't care. The sun comes up whether you've moved or not, the day ends whether you've arrived or you've been stuck. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present, focused, and hungry. That's how you earn your place, without wishing, without hoping, working hard when no one's looking, pushing when no one's applauding, giving up what's easy for what's meaningful. Burn your plan B, make rejection so painful that the only choice is pushing forward. 'Cause champions aren't made when the going gets tough. They refuse to give up. You weren't put here to pay your bills and go with the flow. You weren't put here to hide, to play small, to be afraid of failure. You were put here to rise up, to sharpen yourself through struggle, to build something that will be known beyond your name. But none of that will happen unless you get to work right now.